Thanks for joining us at Right On Replicas, where we're proud to bring you the best scale model kit reviews on the planet. This review covers the Lost in Space robot. It's an AMT kit from 1998, but you can still find these online and at small hobby shops near you. There's no scale noted on the kit, and it's number 8458 in the catalog, and the kit is listed as a skill level 2, which means it's made for intermediate builders. It can be somewhat of a challenge because it has fully articulating arms and a torso, and takes some extra skill and time to assemble and make it work properly. You get almost 70 parts molded in dark blue, light gray, and clear. The instructions are fold out and aid in construction nicely. The decals are water slide, and even after 20 years they were in perfect condition. But sometimes you may want to spray some fixative on those to make sure they don't come apart. Assembly starts with the base tracks and builds up with the torso. And then it finishes by assembling the whole torso into one part to complete the build. All the decals are added at the end, and paint callouts are on each part, and the colors are pretty basic with just 4 colors used: metallic blue, silver, red, and flat black. Overall, the dimensions are pretty much around 9 inches wide, 10 inches deep, and 10.5 inches tall. Here's the layout for this kit, and some people would call this an open box review. They'd open the box and pull out the parts one at a time and try and find some words to describe them. But that won't help you build the kit, will it? So here's my open box review in 10 seconds or less. Here are the decals for this kit. As you can see, the colors are nice and the registry is good. But you may still want to consider using some of the setting solutions to make sure they adhere to the model and stick to the plastic and follow those contours. However, you'll still want to keep in mind, no matter what kind of products we mention or you see here, please be sure to use the manufacturer's safety suggestions for your own personal safety. Construction starts with the tracks, and the treads are airbrushed brown inside and light aluminum blue on the outside, with the treads light gray hand painted. So the gear housing needs to be assembled, so assemble the housing and add the retainer pin. The housings are airbrushed the metallic blue that you'll use for the whole body. Now there are 2 gears that are red, so add the tracks to the housings. Airbrush the main body supports aluminum with the metallic blue gearing. Then the hydraulic arms are black with aluminum and the bottom pan's flat black. You can highlight the electronics on the pan with some different colors to pick them out if you wish to. The instructions don't call for it, but the model shows it. Now pick up either the up or down position and assemble the hydraulics in those notches when you assemble the parts. So you get the choice there for either up or down. Now assemble the tracks to the hydraulics and add the main body supports, and then add the bottom pan into place. Airbrush the main body a metallic blue, and the panel is aluminum with black, red, and green highlights. Install the panel into place in the top body part, and then assemble the body part on the pins there on the main body supports, and then add the top body part and into place, and note that the red arrow shows you where that's located. Gather these parts from the kit and airbrush all the lower parts aluminum for the arms there, and then the body panels are metallic blue. Now assemble the guns and the claw first, and then that assembles into the lower arms. Slide the upper arms through the hole in the body panel, and then you can assemble the upper arm with the lower arms. You can now highlight paint the flat black on the arms by hand with a brush. Now attach the whole completed unit to the body of the robot. Then add the glass to the body of the robot at this time too. Assemble the inner torso and paint it aluminum and the hoses flat black. Then attach the hoses into place too. The segment should look somewhat like this when you get the hoses attached there, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for detailing. Pull these parts out of the kit and assemble the arms in parts for paint. So the upper arm is assembled with the two sides and the cap, and the middle arm part is assembled then. The claws are attached to the front part of the hand, and airbrush the arm parts aluminum and the upper cap flat black. The inner hand parts aluminum, and the joints are aluminum with flat black gears, and the hand parts are metallic blue with aluminum on the front cap. Assemble the arms by installing the joints into the upper and lower arm, gluing only the joint. Attach the rear hand, the inner hand, and then the front hand to the rear hand. The shoulder is metallic blue with a flat black inside and mount. Now slide the shoulder over the arm and attach the mount to the back, but only glue the mount. Glue the back to the shoulder then. Now airbrush the body in metallic blue, and the head front is metallic blue with a red panel. The head back is flat black with a standoff attached to it. Inside the front body it's flat black with the lower gear flat black as well. There's a blue port on each side of the front also. Now install the inner torso and add the arms into place on the front of the body. Add the body rear to the front and then attach the glass to the body with some white glue. Add the glass inside the front of the head and then add the head back and install the head now. The torso slides onto the body with a twist and a lock. It will fit tight and allow it to move once it's installed. Now refer to the instruction sheets for the decal positions and then add the decals. I suggest you use some of the aftermarket decal setting solutions to make sure it fits contours and sticks to the plastic. Well, there you have it. This is pretty much one of the forerunners of the modeling craze that's hit the shelves lately. It is a fully articulated robot, and it looks really nice on the shelf, especially if you follow some of the coloration variation that you can apply there with highlights and detailing. Overall, it's not a bad kit. You'll need to take your time though to make sure that all the joints and everything function correctly. I found out, however, that they're kind of loose. In fact, the arms will just kind of hang there. So I would recommend that you use a little, some product like a non-freeze, like a no-freeze type of compound that they use for bolts and nuts to give it a little bit of texture and keep those arms into position that won't actually ever really harden, so that you can move them around and position them. It's a skill level 2, but because of the way that the things are connected together, I think this is more of an advanced modeler's kit. The basic fit and finish wasn't bad, but it doesn't go together all that easy because of the attachment points are not really clearly highlighted in the instructions. Now, the subject matter is great, and like I said, Lost in Space fans are going to love this one, as well as people who just like something different. I'd say it's a weekend build with a little bit of detailing, and I think you're going to love this kit. If you can find one on the internet, go out and buy it. We hope you liked this premium scale model kit review, and so that you don't miss any more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. But you can find us on Facebook, and as always, at our website, www.rightonreplicas.com. Thanks!